All right, let's get into it. So a couple of different things that I've done to the bike. I'll try to systematically go from front to back to give you a little bit of an update on some of the things that I've added, and even talk about a few of the things that were on the bike originally when I got it. So from the addition standpoint, I went with the lighting. I'll go with that first. I got the custom dynamics little light bar here. Got a couple of different inserts on installing that. Not bad to install. It's kind of easy. You just splice it into the existing headlight, and you can set it to where it comes on when the headlight comes on, or you can splice it into the high beam so it comes on when the high beams activate. Either way you want to do it. The light here came on the bike. I like it. It's a really good light. Got a lot of light and a lot of clarity in the night from it, so I like it a lot. From the front of the bike, it had the original amber lights on it. I wanted to go with something a little different, so I got the custom dynamic pro beam lights and installed those. They came out really well because I like the way the ring looks. I had those originally on my Road Glide, and then I switched, of course, to some different custom dynamics lights. But I like the way these really came out on the Dyna because I think it matches when you look at the headlight and then go down to the bar. It kind of comes together. The fairing, I ordered a Krator fairing. It's the Krator fairing, the Krator 2.0. It's got the 15-inch windscreen on it, the dark tint. And what I found out is that this fairing actually allows you to put the Clockworks 15-inch fairing on it that goes on the Memphis shades, because they bolt up just the same. So Memphis shades or the Clockworks fairing has a little vent so you can get a little more air. So I'm probably going to upgrade later on and throw that on. But until then, I like the look of it. It works really well on the highway, and it's been a pretty good fairing so far. Got handguards, the Memphis shade handguards. Hope you can see that. They kind of wrap around the front lights on the 16 Dyna, and I really like the way that looked. I like riding handguards. You know, I like keeping the wind off my hand because I ride in the wintertime also. So I try to keep the wind off as much as possible to kind of help the heated gloves out a little bit so they're not fighting for their life. The mirrors I ordered from Amazon because the other mirrors that was on it, the factory mirrors, were beat up. So these, you know, work out really well. I think they look really good for the aesthetic of the bike. So so like those a lot. The hand grips was already there. It was Performance Machine hand grips that came with the bike, along, of course, the factory levers. I like these hand grips a lot. I think they feel great. So I kind of just left those on. I did throw on a phone mount, the quad lock. So that works out really well. Got the vibration damper on it because I'm not trying to kill the phone as much as possible. Moving on to the bike itself, I had to do a couple of different things when you start to get to the mid of the bike. Originally, the GPR stabilizer came with the bike, and I had to order a kit to have it, or actually send off a kit to have it rebuilt. So I got new seals and everything on the stabilizer, took it out, rode, got that set up, so it works out really well. Haven't experienced any dyno wobble, no issue with that. So so yeah, it works out really well. And then a lot of people that have the 16 and 17 Dynas have, from what I've found, they haven't experienced a lot of wobble from those models. So so I've been really lucky with that. From a suspension perspective, it came with the Legend drop-ins, the cartridges suspensions. I've been really happy with those. They worked out really well. It's a little bit of a stiffer ride, but for what I do and I use this bike for, it controls really well. I mean, so no, it doesn't dip or dive when I'm coming around a curve or when I have to brake hard. So yeah, the Legends have been a really good piece for this bike. The bike also came with the risers already, the Biltwell 8-inch risers along with the Biltwell bars. Those have worked out really well. I like those. I thought about maybe getting the 10-inch or getting some Thrashin pullbacks, but really when I got to riding and you got the feel of it, the Biltwells worked out great, so I'm gonna leave it as is. I wanted to move the gauges, so ordered a kit from K&S. Really good product. Very happy with it to get the gauges up on the handlebars. And I didn't like the plate that came with it. I wanted something that had a little more pop to it. So I went to IMZZElite and ordered the gloss plate here, or the plates, so that you can put those in. And I think that kind of branches out, or kind of gives the aesthetic of the bike, of the all black, a little cleaner look than just the plate that fits on the top. So I've been really happy with that. The flow pegs came on the bike, both front and rear. They've been really nice and worked out. The only thing I thought about upgrading with this is the front piece here. I'm thinking about going with the Flow mini floorboards, because I think those will give me a little more foot room and a little more comfort when I'm riding it to work, or maybe if I want to take it a little bit of a long distance or something of that nature. These are really good for curves, for going around the twisties, but for what I'm going to use the bike for, I think the mini floorboards are going to work out a little better for me. I did upgrade to a cheap Amazon shift piece right here. Went and got some bolts from the local hardware store to bolt that up, make it a little more sturdy. But I've been happy with it. It's worked out. I may upgrade it when I start doing some of the other things, but that's been worked out really well for me. The seat. Ordered the seat, the Saddlemen seat, from Parts Giant. Looks like it was San Diego custom seat that came in. I wanted this one particularly because it had the gold trim. I was kind of torn between this and the one that had the lumbar adjustment, but I didn't think I needed the lumbar. So this has actually been a really good seat. I like it a lot, and definitely happy with my purchase on that. From a suspension perspective, originally this came with 13-inch Legend Revo-A's on the back. And I wanted to get a little more fender gap, a little more height, because the bike felt short to me for some reason. So I contacted Legends and sent them back for two reasons. One, they extended it to 14 inches, and then they also upgraded to the heavy duty springs. So got those back, put it on, and yeah, it definitely rides at the height that I want now. I thought about possibly going with +2 in the front, but I'm gonna wait and see how I really like this setup. And if I think I want to get a little more height, a little more clearance, then I'll think that through. From a bags perspective, went with the Thrashin bags, the largest ones that they have, the 21. Can't remember the exact model name for them, but you can go on Thrashin's website and look at it. And this series is the largest bag that they have. It worked out really well. I like the way these bags sit, and I ordered the hard mount to mount them, because I know that when you do the flip over, they don't move much, but I didn't want it to move much at all, so the hard mount was what I wanted. Plenty of reviews on these bags online, but you've got your pockets here, you've got the liner here, and it also comes with the waterproof inserts that you can pack your stuff in and then throw in. Haven't had a chance to test those out yet, but I've used this bag to put my laptop in to commute to work, so I can fit my my Lenovo laptop, my Apple laptop, along with my notebooks and all that stuff in this to be able to take to work. So the bags have been working out really well. From a fender perspective, I wanted to move the license plate from the side, so I ordered this from Vikings Bags. It's a license plate relocation kit, and I also upgraded the lights in the back as well to the custom dynamics. But the license plate relocation kit, you got to, of course, do the wiring and rerun the wiring to the back, extend it a little bit, because of course going to the side, you're going to need to push it out to be able to hook everything up. But that came out really well. Definitely satisfied with that. And I'm still running the factory air cleaner, so I'm thinking about upgrading the air cleaner. Obviously I'm going to need a tuner to be able to get that done, and I think that this bike, well, I know this bike already has a tune on it, because the previous owner installed the 259 cam, got it tuned, and of course put on the Bassani pipe here, the 2-in-1 Road Rage, which has been a really good pipe. I had the shield piece on here. I ordered another one from Bassani to put there because I was beginning to burn up boots and shoes when it accidentally touched the pipe. So that's worked out really well to where, you know, it doesn't get as hot as the direct pipe itself. So been very happy and satisfied with that. But engine upgrades, you know, thinking of going with the Muscle 113 kit from Zippers. Possibly, definitely if I go with that, I'm gonna put an all cooler on it. And then a couple of other upgrades from a cam chest perspective to get that bulletproof, and maybe some ARP bolts and powder coating for the wheels. Definitely going to go with powder coating for the wheels. Kind of up in the air on colors, and then brakes. I'm looking at the rotors, possibly going with Bagger, the Harley Bagger Brembo calipers, swapping those out because they direct bolt right on. G-brakes rotors on the front and the rear. So that's going to be the new upgrades for the bike. So stay tuned for that. Until then, I'm going to keep ripping on it. And actually, the bike's name is Ripper. So I ordered a little swing arm piece here that says the Ripper on it. So yeah, I'm one of those guys. At least I didn't put, you know, rest in peace, you know, Dyna or whatever on it. So, but in either case, I'm going to keep ripping on it until I do the next upgrades. Stay tuned for what happens for the bike for the remainder of 2026. For more videos and more content, take care. Have a good one.